Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it would be fun to revisit the Marie Claire makeup brand from Dollar Tree that I hauled and did a look with either earlier this year or late last year, because I've been seeing it pop up at all of my Dollar Trees and I'm sure you guys have been as well. I pretty much have every piece of makeup that they came out with. I may have gotten rid of a thing or two, but yeah, since it's all popping back up, I thought it'd be fun to kind of do a makeup look using the products that I hauled last time. And all of the products do seem to be the same this time around. And when I found this, it was at my newest Dollar Tree and it was on an end cap. And now it seems to be just kind of mixed in with all the regular makeup. And like I said, I've seen a lot of it at like all of my Dollar Trees. So that's what we'll be doing today. Of course, if you're a returning Dollar Diva, thank you so much for coming back for another video. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Jessica and I'm basically a bargain beauty channel. What I mean by that is I like to do a lot of the same fun content that other beauty channels like to do. I just like to try to keep it at the bargain price point. So the closer to $1, the better. So if it sounds like you're in the right place, I do hope you'll become part of our Dollar Diva family here on YouTube. I will have related content down below in the description box. That way you can binge watch more content like this. And without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So I actually just used this in my last couple of makeup videos. And of course, I've been seeing this at Dollar Tree here lately. It seems to be the only color story that they have, but it's the Marie Claire Eyebrow and Hairline Powder. And you get this big pan for $1.25, and you've got like a light, a medium, and a dark brown. When I bought this, my hair was dark brown. Now, since I'm blondish, I have been using this shade right here. I've also been seeing a lot of the LA Colors brow products come back that they also sold earlier this year, late last year. So if you missed out on that collection, definitely keep an eye out at your Dollar Tree. So this also says hairline powder. So that means you can use it to fill in like your hairline and stuff like that. And I don't think I've actually used it for that yet, but I have actually been keeping it in my work bag as well because lately here I've got some dark hair pieces and I've been wanting to get some like use and mileage out of them. So I've been, whatever hair is out, that's actually why my hair is a little bit dark today because I can only get so much of the brown spray out and I have not taken a shower yet today. So I need to, but anyways, so I've been using that to kind of fill in and kind of help darken up what little bit of hair I have showing when I wear my darker hair pieces. If you're new to my channel, I am a full-time performer. It's how I make my living. So it requires me to do full glam. So when I do full glam, I do it all. I do the fake hair and the fake lashes and all that good thing. I don't know if I mentioned that this brush is from that LA Colors brow line and I really like it. I think they have a brow soap, a skinny brow pencil, brow wax, a brow powder kit kind of like this. And yeah, I think that'll be good. So brows are done. So Marie Claire doesn't really have like a foundation or a concealer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up my brows with my LA Colors Conceal and Correct and add some eyeshadow primer. This is the AOA Studio Shadow Stay Primer. So I'm gonna add these off camera and we'll come back with eyeshadow. Okay, so for eyeshadow, they have these two eye and face palettes. You get Smokey Delight and Natural Charm. Smokey Delight has 4 eyeshadows as well as a bronzer and a highlighter. And then Natural Charm has 4 eyeshadows and it has kind of this shimmery blush and a highlighter as well. So I'm just gonna get a look using both of these. So I'm gonna go into the Smokey Delight and go into that lightest shade right there for all over my lid. Now I used both of these earlier in the year when I first hauled them and I remember really kind of liking them. And I remember liking them. I think what I did get rid of was their bronzer, like contour stick, because it was like really, really warm. And so I think I went ahead and decluttered that when I did my declutter earlier this year. See, that did really nice at kind of neutralizing the eyelids and creating, you know, a nice smooth surface for our eyeshadows. So I think I'm gonna take that same brush and I'm gonna go into this kind of light pink shade here. It's kind of a mauve. Now my brush is a little damp because I did just clean it, but the pigmentation on this, and so that might be making it a little bit more pigmented, but look at that. I mean, it's really pigmented. Like I said, I remember these really actually being pretty good. So I'm gonna use the bronzer that's in the Smokey Delight because I got rid of that contour stick and of course used one of the highlighters. Now when I found my collection, I think they only had one shade of liquid blush, and now I'm seeing, I think, two. I think I have the darker of the two shades, and it looks like, and it's packaged kind of like Charlotte Tilbury. It looks kind of like a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury. So there we go, just a nice way to build up this color. So I think I'm gonna go into this darker pink shade right here and just start building this up. I guess I'm going with kind of a pinkish look today. That's deepening it up quite a bit. So again, I'm just going to continue to keep deepening up this look. So I'm going to go into that kind of dark plum shade right there. And I'm just going to put that on the outer part of my eye. I'm making a mess because you know me, I go heavy-handed. That's all building up really, really nice, I feel. So we're gonna come back to the eyes as we always do, but I'm gonna go ahead and move on to liner, lashes, complexion. So I think I had a Marie Claire mascara and I think it was terrible, and so I think I got rid of it. So I'm just gonna be putting a coat of the IONI Rockstar mascara in black, and I will be right back. Okay, so mascara is on, and I actually have two liquid liners from Marie Claire. They've got like a felt tip pen as well as kind of your more traditional liquid liner. So I'm gonna use this today. That went on really, really nice. Sometimes I do kind of miss the ease of application of a brush like this. Sometimes it just kind of, it's easier to just let the brush do the work for you. Sometimes with a felt tip pen, I force it too much. There we go. I really like that. It's very, very pigmented and very easy to use, I feel. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my lashes, my foundation and concealer off camera. Then I'm gonna show you the powder, the blush, and bronzer from this brand. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. Okay, lashes and concealer and foundation are on. And what I used was the LA Colors Dramatalash lashes. These are from Dollar General. That same concealer from earlier, and the Mercerie Flawless Finish foundation. So Marie Claire does have a setting powder. It's their Flawless Finish setting powder. Of course, it's a very white powder. So I don't know that I'm gonna bake under my eyes. I think I'm just gonna use my brush here that I've been using for powder lately. And I do get asked a lot what these brushes are. I had a Dollar Diva send them to me. This is what's written on them, and there's a bunch of them, eye and face brushes. And I don't know the exact brand, but they're really nice. Like I said, they were a gift from a Dollar Diva. Not my favorite powder in the world. Some of these really like white powders kind of scare me anymore. But there we go, I just wanted to kind of get that set down. So now bronzer, I'm gonna go into the Smokey Delight palette. So you can see here on the back, it talks about having eyeshadow and then highlighter and then contour. So I'm gonna be using that for bronzer today. I'm just gonna use this big brush right here, knock some onto the counter as well. And I can't remember, I know I did use this once because I did a couple of videos with these products. I remember really liking these eye and face palettes. I remember being impressed with, you know, having bronzers and highlighters, and I remember liking the shadows. That's a really nice shade of bronzer. It's not too warm. It's not patchy or anything like that. There we go. That's really nice. So I'm gonna use this liquid blush here. This is in Dusty Pink. Like I said, I think that they have a lighter shade, and it's very similar to Charlotte Tilbury. I cannot remember what I thought about this, because like I said, it's been a minute. I'm gonna use my Beauty Blender and just really take that product and diffuse it without trying to diffuse it without going overboard. So now I'm using a cleaner side of my Beauty Blender because I don't really want to put more product on there right now. I think that went on really, really pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I think that came out really nice. It's actually better than I remember it. And the shade's really nice. I think the shade would probably be pretty universally flattering. So yeah, definitely let me know if you've tried the other shade. So of course there's a highlighter in each of these, and then you've got this, then you have this blush here that's kind of shimmery. There's a part of me that kind of wants to use that for my highlighter. I think I might. So of course you can use it as like a blush topper. I think I used it as a blush in one of those videos. And it actually did have some nice color payoff and some shimmer. It's really pretty. That's a great color if you don't want something that's too like white or too gold. It's kind of a nice peachy color. So now we're gonna go back to the eyes. I'm gonna smoke out underneath, maybe an under the brow bone highlight, inner corner, all that kind of thing. So I'm gonna smoke out with that shade right there. So I'm just taking my little smudger brush right here. This brush is a little damp. There we go, that's doing a really, really nice job. That smoked out really well. And I think I'm gonna take that highlighter shade right there in the Smoky Delight palette, pop some onto the inner part of my eye look here. Just to add a little bit of shimmer and a little bit of brightness. I could use a brush, but I think I'm just wanting this to kind of be softer. There we go, just like that. Then I think I'm gonna take a little bit, just a very little bit, pop a little bit onto my brow bone. Then I think I'm gonna put some of that also in my inner corner. I'm gonna use my tapered brush right here. I'm just gonna use some setting spray. Again, I get asked all the time what kind of setting spray. This is just some St. Ives that I found at Dollar Tree a few years ago. I am not loyal to any particular brand of setting spray. I just use what I have, and I've collected some over the years. That's a beautiful inner corner highlight. I'm very, very impressed, again, with these little face and eye palettes. That has done a gorgeous job. So in the waterline, I'm just gonna use my Mercerie Twist and Shout Retractable Liner. I think I had one, I don't know if I had a pencil liner from Marie Claire or not, I cannot remember. But I'm gonna add some of this to my waterline, then the eyes will be done and we'll move on to the lips. Okay, eyes are done, and I can't really remember what products I've been seeing from Marie Claire. I think they have like a lip plumper, I think it's a clear lip plumper. And I can't really tell you if they have any lipsticks or not, but when I purchased the makeup collection, I got their tinted lip oil. So that is what I will be using today. It is scented, it kind of smells like berries, I think. It's not super thick, but it does feel like an oil. It doesn't feel like waxy, like or sticky the way sometimes lip glosses can be. Taste is pleasant. And so yeah, that's how we're gonna finish off this look. So I will do a quick rundown of all the products and kind of give you a quick review of them all. That way to kind of give you a little bit of an idea if you've been on the fence about buying them. So the powder I could take or leave. I think there's a lot of good powders at Dollar Tree in my opinion. Like I said, sometimes powders like this can leave like a white cast. They're not good if you have darker skin. They can have the flashback. That I don't know, but it is a nice powder. Definitely nothing terrible, but not my most favorite product from them. Then their lip oil is really nice. Like I said, nothing super crazy. Nothing that LA Colors or IONI doesn't have, but a nice little lip oil. You just get kind of a nice little glossy lip, nothing sticky or gooey or anything like that. Just really, really nice. And I love the little package it comes in. Then their liner is really nice. It was very easy to get a wing. Like I said, I love just kind of letting the brush do the work. And it's very matte, very, very pigmented. And yeah, so I really, really like this liquid liner. Like I said, they also have a pen as well. Then their blush is really nice. This was in Dusty Pink. Like I said, I think they have a lighter shade. This shade here seems like it would be pretty universally flattering for a lot of skin tones. And it went on really well with a damp beauty blender. So really like the blush. And then my favorite items are the eyebrow and hairline powder. I love that you get these giant pans, 3 different shades, and you can also use it to fill in maybe some sparse roots if you have light to dark brown hair. And then I remember really liking these little face and eye palettes, and today was no exception. I used highlighter, I used the bronzer, which ended up being a really nice shade, and I used the eyeshadows. I used the highlighter for some shimmer on my eyes. Like I said, I remembered really, really, really liking these. I have even seen at Five Below where they're under a different brand name, but you'll see the same color stories. They may charge $3, I'm not sure. Either that or they're $1. I can't really remember, but I've been seeing things that look like this at Five Below as well. So I really, really like the face and eye palettes as well. So definitely let me know if you've picked up anything from this line, or if you plan to, or if it's even hit your Dollar Trees yet. You know I love talking to you all. and seeing what you guys find and think and love. Of course, check out related content down below in the description box. I'll try to have the video or two I did earlier in the year down below, so if you're interested in seeing the older ones I did, definitely go check those out. Like this video and also hype this video if you can. Both of those things help me and my channel out so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.